led by the great Ken Paxton of Texas and the Attorney General of Montana. 21 states in total are lining up to sue Joe Biden over the cancellation of the Keystone XL Pipeline. Everybody thought that this one was dead and in the ground, but it turns out that the permits that were already on the books and Biden canceling them laterally might end up being a little bit of a fucking problem. And thank God these attorney generals didn't let this one lie, because there's a lot of money left on the table. You guys know, you probably see the gas prices rising everywhere around you. In Canada here, it's very obvious. I think it's just about 20 cents per gallon. It's gone up since mid-January. And I know I see the screenshots of different gas stations around the United States, and it's fucking going through the roof as well. But this is good. This is good. I think we're going to end on a positive note for the day. States sue Biden in bid to revive Keystone XL Pipeline. Attorney generals from 21 states on Wednesday sued to overturn President Joe Biden's cancellation of the contentious Keystone XL Pipeline from Canada. More specifically, Alberta. You know, the good province. The one that doesn't have gender ideologues outside of Edmonton, but at the same time, Edmonton might as well just commit seppuku. Led by Ken Paxton of Texas and Austin Knudsen of Montana, the states said Biden has overstepped his authorities when he revoked the permit for Keystone XL Pipeline on his first day in office. And they had to get their shit together, because this is going to be the same magnitude of lawsuit that could work its way up to the United States Supreme Court. Okay, this is a big one, because 21 states, because the line would run through multiple United States. Congress should have final say over whether it's built, according to a lawsuit filed with the United States District Court in Texas. Construction on the 1,200-mile and nearly 2,000-kilometer whoop-de-doo pipeline began last year when former President Donald Trump revived the long-delayed project after it had stalled out under the Obama administration because they canceled it. They wouldn't issue any permits. It would move up to 830,000 barrels of crude oil daily from the oil sands. Well, it's mostly Fort McMurray. They say Western Canada, but Fort McMurray is in the northeastern corner of Alberta, where there's multiple oil sands companies up there, and one of them has a significant CCP stakeholder. So Canada is cucked beyond belief. But this one, I would love to see the Premier of Alberta, because Justin Trudeau, he doesn't even know what's fucking going on. But I would love to see him make this an international case. I don't know if it's possible for him to hop onto this specific lawsuit, or to just sue Biden laterally, because he is directly affecting Alberta, and it's the only province that makes money. So yeah, anyways, this is supposed to ship crude oil from the oil sands to Steel City, Nebraska, where it could connect to other pipelines, yes, through the southern half of Texas. Biden canceled its permit over long-standing concerns that burning oil sands crude would make climate change worse. Or one of his handlers probably came up with that idea. So yeah, just a little bit more background. Obama rejected the application by TransCanada. Yes, now TC Energy Corp, whatever. It's the fucking same people, just different patch on your coveralls. A few weeks later, saying Congress gave him insufficient time but allowed the company to reapply, which deferred the decision until after he was reelected. Obama later rejected the application. President Donald Trump approved it, and Biden revoked the approval. The pipeline requires a presidential permit and a national interest determination because it crosses an international border. A Justice Department spokeswoman had this to say: because the Biden administration doesn't do press conferences, or at least when they do, guess what they say there? Exactly. Or circle back. Something like that. 12 states, including many of the same ones suing over Keystone XL, sued Biden last month over over a climate executive order issued a binding determination of the social cost of carbon. What the fuck does that mean? And these are the type of metrics that the Biden administration are using to drive their policy. It's all fucking stupid. Perhaps if Biden put some lumps of coal in his pockets, he wouldn't have tripped up the stairs. Those 12: Arkansas, Arizona, Indiana, Kansas, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Utah. Utah? Utah, alleged that Biden exceeded his authorities by issuing the binding calculation of the social cost of carbon, which is factored into federal regulations permitting decisions by the federal government and other decisions. Last month, acting on the executive order, the Biden administration temporarily and dramatically increased the calculation of the social cost of carbon to $51 per ton, reversing the Trump administration's approach, which downplayed climate change costs to society. Oh, okay. They downplayed it, and then what did they do? They went out and created better carbon emissions, therefore leading to cleaner air, better drinking water. Or you also don't want to put in the fact that they've planted many, many, many times more trees than the Obama administration did, removed them from the worthless Paris Climate Accords, and did actual tangible change in order to reverse climate change. Meanwhile, the other side of the aisle just continued to spew the stupid idea that, coal burning is so bad, and natural gas and fracking sets drinking water on fire. They're assholes. They're ill-informed assholes. But yeah, here's the entire list of states that are directly suing, and they're addressing this to Antony Blinken, who, once he gets the taste of Chinese asshole out of his mouth, is going to have this on his plate when he gets back. So to go along with Texas and Montana, Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Georgia, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Ohio, South Carolina, South Dakota, Utah, West Virginia, and Wyoming. It makes sense because they're the ones that are along the way, or the ones who are going to be benefactors of the increased pipeline distribution. You know what? Eventually we're going to have to transition to green energy. Eventually fossil fuels are going to run out. Not going to be in my lifetime, not going to be in your kid's lifetime, but should you start making those transitions? Of course you should. Should you be relying on wind and solar power in the meantime? Fuck no. Ask Texas. They know that shit doesn't work. So I'd definitely consider this one a win. We'll see where it goes from here. This has just been filed. Won't be getting a ruling on it, I don't think, over the weekend. This isn't quite a pressing issue like the election cases were. But as soon as something comes out on it, I will definitely be covering it because it directly affects the well-being of my province. And for as long as I'm here, I would like for it to be prosperous. And with that said, do enjoy the rest of your evening. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.